So as we are entering a new era of AI where machine can not only complete tasks but also learn and adapt to human needs, let's explore generative AI and how automation can transform the way we work. Hi everyone, I am Shai Khan and I'm welcoming you to today's session. Today we will delve into the exciting world of generative AI and its potential to revolutionize our imagine AI that doesn't just follows interaction but actually learn and adapt like a human. That's the power of generative AI. The system are trained on massive amounts of data, allowing them to understand our behavior, preferences, and even generate creative outputs. Think about all the repetitive tasks that slows us down. Automation with generative AI can take care of those, freeing us up for what matters most. The strategic thinking, creative problem solving, and human connection that machines cannot replicate. Just like any powerful tool, generative AI and automation need careful quality assurance too to ensure they function flawlessly and deliver promise of benefits. Imagine constructing a magnificent building. You wouldn't scheme on the foundation, would you? I think not. So QA is like the foundation for successful generative AI and its automation process. It ensures this system operates smoothly, minimizing error and potential system failures. Eh, let's think of a finely tuned engine. QA helps us keep and generative AI with help of generative AI and automation process running at its peak performances. By identifying and addressing glitches, we ensure maximum efficiency and smooth workflows. Let's say no one enjoys frustrating user experiences. QA plays a crucial role in ensuring automation enhances, not hinders, the user experience. By proactively identifying the resolving issues, we create a seamless and satisfying user journey. In today's world, regulations are paramount. QA help us generate that automation process comply with all relevant regulations. This build trust with user and stakeholders, knowing everything operates within a secure and responsible framework. Ultimately, robust QA build trust and confidence in the reliability of generative AI and the automation process. This empowers us to leverage these technologies with peace of mind, unlocking their full potential to transform the way we work. Now, automation in QA is a double-edged sword. It offers significant efficiency and accuracy benefits, but also come with potential pitfalls and risks to consider. Imagine a tireless worker who can handle repetitive tasks flawlessly. That's the power of automation in QA. It frees up valuable time for our human experts to focus on more strategic and complex activities like analyzing trends and identifying potential issues before they arise. With automation handling the routine, our QA team can become a force for multiplier. Let's picture a testing lab that never sleeps. That's another advantage of automation. Automated process can run 24/7, enabling continuous testing and fast deliveries of high quality software. No more waiting for manual testing cycle to complete. Automations keep the momentum going on and on. Now, let's be honest, automation isn't like a magic bullet. There are some challenges to consider as well. Things like upfront investment. Let's think of building a new workshop. Tools, infrastructure, and training for automation require an initial investment. However, the long-term efficiency gains often outweigh the upfront cost. Training complexity is also there. Not every test scenario is walk in the park. Complex situation might require creative solution, while automation excel at well-defined tasks. Human ingenuity remains crucial for tackling and intricate testing challenges. You also need to consider some potential risk associated with the automation process. Things like over-reliance trap. Imagine relying solely on a map for navigating and missing all the beautiful scenario on the way. Overdependence on automation can lead to neglecting critical thinking and exploratory testing, which are still essential for comprehensive QA. There is also a potential for false positive and negatives. Even the most sophisticated tool can make mistake. False positive and false negative can occur. It's crucial to have process in place to validate test result and ensure their accuracy. Now that we understand the power and potential pitfall of automation in QA, let's explore some best practice to ensure its successful implementation. Setting the stage. Think of building a house. A solid foundation is the key. The same applies to QA and in automation process. Clearly defined testing objects are our foundation. We need to know what we are aiming to achieve with automation and what functionalities are absolutely critical to test. This clarity ensures our automation effort are focused and effective. Creating a comprehensive test script. Imagine a detailed recipe for a delicious meal. Developing comprehensive test cases is like creating that recipe. We need to account for all possible scenarios, both normal and those unexpected situations, like edge cases. Positive and negative tests are also crucial for the ingredients. They ensure the system behave as expected under all circumstances. Continuous vigilance. Imagine a security guard who is always on patrol. Continuous testing is like a guard in the QA world. We need to test the automated process throughout the development lifecycle, not just the end of the project. And guess what? With this automation can be our ally here as well. By automating the testing process, we can increase efficiency and accuracy, freeing up time for our QA experts to focus on more strategic tasks. Performance under the microscope. Imagine a scientist carefully analyzing the data. Monitoring and analyzing the performance of automated process is very essential. By keeping a close eye on performance metrics, we can identify areas for improvement and ensure our automation effort are delivering the expected result. Transition to collaboration. Remember, successful QA team is like a team sports. Let's just say, think of a well-oiled machine where all the parts work together seamlessly. Collaboration with the development team is very crucial for us. By working closely with the developers, we can identify and resolve any issue with the automated process early on. Open communication and feedback are also essential for continuous improvement. Now, I'll be showing you some live demo on how today's trendy AI tool can help us to minimize some of the human effort, and it will be helpful for our continuous task. So the tool I'll be using today is Collaborative AI. This is one of SJ's proprietary tool, which is also powered by ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude AI. Okay, so one of the most powerful thing beside the chat module is the assistant feature. Here, I can create assistant for my personal helping hand for a specific task, for a specific projects, or for my regular works and so on. Okay, now I'll be showing you some demo. So in QA world, we have to maintain a lot of documentation, and one of the documentation is called test case documentation. To maintain a test case documentation, first we have to understand what the flow will be and what the acceptance criteria for the testing will be. And then we'll be writing the test cases in a document. So here I can show you one example. As you can see, I have already generated some test cases. Let's say I give here a prompt through my assistant in a new chat. Okay, so sorry. So first here I have write some acceptance criteria for my documentation. And then I tell on the prompt that generate the test case documentation in tabular format. As you can see, it is generating me a test cases with a table format. So okay, this is like very simple and easy. Before using of the generative AI, we have to make sure that what sort of heading we'll be using on the documentation, what sort of text we'll be using on documentation. Is it going to be like what sort of like there is like what sort of wording will be used, what sort of format will be used. Now with the to make just only these test cases, we have to spend hour and hour. As you can see, I just spend like less than 20 seconds here, and it's giving me a detailed and structured test cases here. What I can do is just copy this thing and paste it to my document, and then there I can move on and on and on. So this is that easy. Okay. Now, this is for the documentation and the manual purpose. What if we are an automation tester and write a lot of scripts? For example, like here, I'm working on an automation project. As you can see, the project size is very big. So from this, for this script, as you can see, I have written a test cases for one of the sites, footer per part. There, as you can see, I have gone through this part over and over again, just like that, which is basically the same. The structure is the same, the selector is the same, everything is the same, but it's repetitive. Why it's repetitive? Because in the beginning of the project, when you write scripts, we like to make sure everything is working properly the way it should be. That's why sometimes to test everything is working properly, we take no chances, and instead of that, we write things, repeat it again and again. And then when we do like code review and other stuff, then we can enhance this script and minimize some code and all. But as I say, the assistant is one of the most handy tool that collaborative AI and the OpenAI is like providing. What I like about this assistant is that it can read a various sort of file from like C file to C++ file, HTML file, JSON file, PPTX file, and also it can read some other file. So one of the best thing is about this tool, code independent retrieval. For this, I like this part the most because it can read a various of file from normal like C file to HTML, Java, Python, PPTX, as well as image file like JPG, JPEG. And also the most interesting thing I found is the zip folder. So let me show you an demo. Here, as you can see, after creating the assistant from here, I have uploaded a zip folder, something like this. And then I told the AI to summarize of the folder section, and then it give me a high level of summary. Okay, so within the data, like after that, I give him a code snippet, the way that I showed you earlier, that there is like a repetitive section. So from one of the code snippet, I have given it here and say there's something is coming as repetitive. Now I want you to enhance the script so the repetitive part will no longer appear again and again. Okay, so then it provide me answer, and it creating me a new function here for the repetitive part. And every time the next part, when I'll be using this part, instead of writing this thing over and over again, I just simply call the function like this, as you can see here. And from with this help of this, as you can see here, my line of script or the code is like 381. But if I eliminate this repetitive thing on and on, I can make it very shorter and very readable and in a structured way for the users, and the person will be reviewing my codes and all. So right now, so with this help of this AI assistant feature, right now we don't have to wait to like reviewing my code by the other person or go through the process over and over again and saying that, hey, there is some repetitive word, you need to minimize this thing, you need to enhance this thing, which may lead to perfect or make it as a readable code or as a viable code structure. It would be required like 2 to 3 weeks or more than 1 month. Now with the help of AI, we can do it just like in a single day. And then we can test this thing for the next part and all. So this is what, as a QA person, I can use this thing over and over again. Yes. For AI, it doesn't have to like every time it doesn't have to use the assistant feature. You can use the normal chat module, but the advantage of using all the assistant feature is like you can customize the assistant for a particular project or for a daily basis works. Okay, now next I'll be talking about the API testing things that we do with the help of the Postman tool. So here, uh, just say I have a API collection here. Now, there are two ways to test this thing. One is that, sorry, as I was saying, when let's just say we have a simple API collection here, and there are two parts of testing an API. It's with the manual part and with the automation part. For automation part, we like to come here and write all the test cases here. So right now, if you are using the Postman in daily basis or a project basis, you can see the Postman has included this thing called Postbot. This thing, if you are using a free version, after sometimes it will be disabled, but if you are using a pro version, it will be there for you and for anytime you want. Now, for writing this automation test, we used to like memorize things like from the JavaScript part, like the structure and all, what sort of string we'll be using, what sort of array we'll be using, what sort of variable we'll be using. So you have to like, if you don't have any knowledge on the JavaScript or the Java-based programming side, you have to like learn a basic thing of it. Now, the Postman with this postbot thing, we don't need right now. We can just simply come here, open this postbot here, and say add test to this request. It will be generate test for you automatically. As you can see, it is generating me here. It giving me all the test scenarios here. And if I send this request to it, so it is generating me some result. Where is the result? See, it's generating me the result with the stress code 200. Okay, so see, just to using this postbot tool that I have used there, I don't like explain more and more time here, like uh, reviewing the test, going through some research on how to write or structure the code script, running in another virtual machine before applying this thing into actual project. I just simply come here and generate this thing within just a minute. Okay. So it's saving me a lot of time here. So this is like, so beside the AI tool like ChatGPT and OpenAI, I've been using one of the tool that I recently published. It's a Chrome extension called XAM. Now, as a QA resource, sometimes we have to do like taking a lot of screenshots, a lot of evidences, and sometimes we have to raise bug. And there we have to writing like which platform we found the bug, what is my screen ratios, and where exactly I found the bug. So this XAM extension is helping me a lot. So let me show you how it's helping me a lot. Let's just say I take a screenshot of this thing, and then I create the screenshot. So it's automatically provide me a shareable link here. I can share this thing with anyone. Now, the one of the most helping hand I'm getting with this tool is like I don't have to write like what the URL I am working on, because it's generating me those URL and it's clickable. I can click from here and I can directly redirect to this page. What time and from where I took the screenshot, as you can see, my country of origin there. What sort of OS that I'm using, it's automatically recorded. What browser I'm using, the Chrome, the version, everything, and especially this window size, because we, when we do testing, we have a requirement to fulfill, like we have to work on a certain sort of screen ratios and all. So with just help of this, I don't have to manually type or write anything on my documentation. I just take this screenshot, and every data will be there when I'll be sending it to like when I'm raising a bug and sending it to developer, he can find everything from here. Also, not only this, it is also giving me consoles, as you can see here, and also the network tab is also captured. So this tool is like helping me a lot, and I can do a live chat from here. So whoever has the link, me and him can directly like chat here that, hey, how did you find it? I have resolved the bug. Can you change? Can you see it? Can you review it? Something like this. So with this tool, while raising a bug, I don't need to go through all the process and all the manual hard work or the labor that I've been doing. So I can do it easily from here. Okay. So this is one of the tools that I'm using on my regular basis. So beside that, as a QA resource, I have to use a lot of things like matching the contents. Like, see, this is like let's just say this is an output content. Okay, and I have a reference content, and sometimes I have to check the data if everything is reflected as it should be. So one of the tool that I am using in my regular basis is this diff checker. This is something like this. So here, let's say if I put the reference text, and here I put all the uh, output that I'm seeing. With this tag, if I click here, call find difference, as you can see, it told me the two files are identical. There is no error here. So let's say this is just a sample that I'm showing you, but when you have a big amount of data, you can just copy paste here with your reference data or your reference documentation with the output documentation here. It will be giving you result in like a second. Okay. Now let's just say if there is any issue or how to verify it. Okay, let's just say I do this thing, and as you can see, it captured like where the difference was happening. So it just marking me that's okay, there is a paragraph, these two paragraphs are different. What is the different? It has a stop apostrophe s, it doesn't. So there I can verify or the compare the two of the data that I have from one of the reference and from the the output that I have. I can easily find the mistakes for a long sort of data or the output like this. So these things are like helping me and saving me a lot of times. Okay. So I'm doing this thing in everyday basis. So I hope after this webinar, you will be finding something tools like this, which will be helping you for your day-to-day work.